All right, so we have some vocabulary again for this lesson. Our first word is going to be
Comportion.
proportion.
Proportion.
Proportion. A proportion is an equation that shows how two ratios are equal. So in this case, we have the ratios 1 to 2 and 2 to 4. Right? And I don't really like these examples here, so we're actually going to cover over them. Okay, because we said these are not fractions. All right, so bad example here. We'll go ahead and use some dots. So like that is a very small dot. So like here where we have one red dot to two yellow dots would be proportional to having two red dots to four yellow dots. Okay. All right, our next word
Scale.
The scale is the ratio of the length in a drawing or a model to the length of the real thing. Okay, so the ratio between the drawing and the real thing. All right, so for example, when you look at a map, so it's the ratio of the drawing. So in this case, the example would be 1 centimeter to 1 kilometer. So the scale would be 1 centimeter to 1 kilometer. Typically, when you're looking at it on a map, it's not shown as a ratio, it's shown in picture form. So you see it more like this and like this than you would written as an actual ratio. Right. And then your next vocabulary term is going to be
Scale drawing.
Scale drawing. So scale drawings are drawings that show a real object with accurate sizes, reduced or enlarged by a certain but proportional amount. All right, so when we take something very large, so what I really like to use an example of is if we take, when we look at a house or building a massive building, a skyscraper, any building for that matter, when the plans for it are drawn up, we don't draw it in its actual size, we draw it to scale. We draw it in a reduced form. So this picture right here to the left is an example of being drawn to scale. Okay, so in this case, every 1 inch is equivalent to 100 feet. Or you take something really tiny like this grasshopper, and here it's drawn 1 to 1, but here we blew it up and drew it 2 to 1. Okay, so every 2 centimeters is equal to 1 centimeter in real life. Okay, so you can take things and reduce them or enlarge them, but you have to keep it proportional. Because here, if I don't do that, I could end up making my kitchen super large in the house and then end up with a super tiny dining room where my family wouldn't fit, which really wouldn't work well in the house.